The unfolding of your own divine consciousness is allowing you to see through the plans of the Cabal to eliminate much of the population of this planet now. As if this is not alarming enough for you, then you are not here to be a worker for the light. As you say, those considered to be sheep, unable to protect themselves by the wolves are happening now, with the wolves being those few rogue extraterrestrials that are not here to bring justice to this world. It is not about good or bad, right or wrong. It is about realizing that those that have been under Draconian law have been those few descendants from the Annunaki that are running your world now, on their way into the death plans for the human race in this moment. You are not here to stop every bomb from going off in this planet, and neither will you be able to, as this is a free will zone, meaning the reality of such a chaotic reality of duality means non-stop cruel acts of horror, as this is the experience of hell. There will not be an area on this world that will not experience this hell-typed activity, as this is why you are here as a starseed, as a light worker to uplift your own conscious awareness to more source, which holds no support over guns and bombs. This is where you are serious with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light in the New Earth, as no hunting of any kind, killings of any kind will be allowed on the New Earth. There are those souls holding on to the old Cabal-ruled realities of harm, meaning will often say, there is nothing wrong with killing an animal, they have no souls, it is legal, isn't it? This is the same mind-run reality that the Cabal see most of humanity as animals, who just eat, drain resources, and destroy, while the efforts to remove such individuals frees up the planet for more greed for the Cabal. Only, the lies that are taught is that humans have had no influence over being such savages, violent, and often destructive beings, as there is a source of such chaos, which are those few beings that are from the Annunaki, that are not human. Being that such souls are not human, they are not in the same vibration as humanity, often with many of these souls being focused on dominations that goes beyond the horror of any human possible of accomplishing. The reality of you being on such a realm of duality is often deceiving to those souls unaware of who are controlling this world, and who have been on the surface world with such an agenda, while those unaware are those that will continue to support such a system's corruption until their deaths. You were never meant to die in this lifetime, when choosing ascension, as those that are dying before ascending to full consciousness are choosing duality, meaning when you live a life where you are no longer aging as being fully conscious. If you have aged thus far in this lifetime in the physical, you are not fully conscious, but limited conscious, with little to no control over your aging process as a result. Being fully conscious means that you are no longer susceptible to the same patterns of duality, of dying, and being reincarnated again, as you are able to see this as being an awakened being of light. Those unawakened to such a truth will say with ego, from training from the Cabal, I don't believe in reincarnation, just exist, and die doing the best you can to support your governments, and whatever they decide to do for this world. The feeling of lack that you receive in following such thought patterns are your inevitable sleep mode for many more thousands of years, where you are able to see that you have come here to see the end to a long realm of terror by awakening beyond this now. Those souls that are following the Cabal will talk in such a way, I can't stand anything that the Galactic Federation of Light are doing, they are a bunch of liars, I trust the human race over some aliens. While it is clear how dense such vibrations are to a peaceful existence. When you trust a soul that talks about who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians as aliens, these are the same souls that say, those human aliens better run back across their border, kill them if you need to, just don't have them in my country. These are the hate mongers that are fueled from hate, and often follow it until their own deaths. Not only in this lifetime, but in many more that expand into the destiny of those choosing separation, and duality, over unity, and peacefulness. As you are here to see the end of duality, you are awakening to how so many humans have been energetically trapped in duality for eons. While it is similar to a prison system that is set over many planets, where when you die on one, you are reborn onto another, back to back, forever, until you awaken. Awakening means that you are consciously aware, and then ascend into full consciousness, in which this lifetime is your opportunity that will only be for many thousands of years. The time is always now, as when you are leading yourself, then you are not led by falsehoods or fears, which is what your world governments are aiming at as you are being here in this moment with an awareness of why you have come here to be conscious of the plans of duality. As you reclaim your divine heritage, then you are being a leader. While you notice, your government leaders discourage leadership among all of humans, but select a few to take control of all. And still the ego says, there is freedom here. The Earth is not a prison planet. That is false. I don't believe that. I've been to prison before. If I can walk down the street without being told I cannot, then I am clearly free. Yet when you focus on such distractions, you are not aware of the open plans for those of the Cabal, which are locking in your ability to do such a thing. As you notice, you are not making all of the laws that you are placed under. This is called tyranny, meaning when you exist against your will to laws that subdue you, and will lock in your own freedoms in how you exist, that will approve of drones to attack citizens globally, without your consent, then you are clearly losing your power more daily. Your power that you are reclaiming is in your awakening to the reality that you are working with a system that supports war, terrorism, and are starting to label all souls on this world as the terrorists, which is how martial law is being allowed to enter into your reality. The more you are awakened to the plans of the Cabal, then you are able to realize how serious it is to uphold the light, as you are aware of the damages of war, and naturally as a result are aware of the need to no longer support war. If you have been in a war-type situation, then you are aware of the dangers of it, and how bullets and bombs stop at not only adults, but with children, and all of creation in between such chaotic actions. These are the hells that many families are experiencing daily, and they are increasing, with the collapse of a human race that is dependent on a money system that was destined to fail from the beginning of its creation. Those souls unaware of the results of having such a collapse now are also not conscious of how wars are breaking out globally from such a reality, and how the corruption has, and continues to spread as a virus around this earth. With the end of duality comes a final stage of the drama of the collapse of 3D, to then allow for those survivors who upheld the light, and chose peace over war, and that released their weapons for harmony to exist on this planet. We stand with you in purity and calmness. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.